I got SketchBox July box, and if you want to see everything that's in it, I have a video for that. I just didn't want this one to be too long. So to start with, SketchBox doesn't come with its own set of prompts for what to draw, like some of the other art subscription boxes. So over on Instagram, I asked, what are some art prompts? And my wonderful, wonderful, lovely friend suggested summer pastel. So I just started sketching, and I was thinking, okay, first I need to draw flowers, right? I guess that's spring, but I was thinking, flowers, pastel. And then I was like, oh, what if there's this girl that's like face is half covered by a flower and it's super artistic looking. And then I don't know if you could tell, but I'm very highly inspired by drawing with waffles. And so she always does like a thumbnail and colors it. And so that's what I did. I liked the way the thumbnail came out better than the way the finished piece did. And also, I really like the sketch best of all. It's really beautiful. Maybe someday I'll try to draw it again. But, it's all about the drawing experience. And so I might not have, it changed along the way what I was doing. And in the end, I'm happy with what I did. Right off the bat, I've never used art supplies before. The extent of my quote quote art supply use, or art supplies I've used, is Crayola pencils, Crayola markers, ballpoint pens, that sort of thing, Sharpies. And so I was super excited to get this box. The only thing is, so yeah, disclaimer, I have no experience with markers or anything. All the markers I got kind of felt dry. So maybe it's just the box I received, because I was on the waiting list because so many people had ordered for July. So maybe, I just got some crusty markers. The Copic marker I got, though, was super juicy. Copics are just as amazing as, I've heard, But, especially the SketchBook's original blush marker is very, it just feels kind of, dry. But the silver pen and, the Copic marker and the black inking marker, those all were beautiful and smooth and silky and just felt luxurious to draw with. And that's half of the supplies, so I'm not complaining. I'm really excited to have all these new art supplies. The only thing is, when I was drawing the grass that you see, or the bushes or whatever, I think I used way more of the marker than I could have, should have, I don't know. The paper I was using in my sketchbook kind of sucked up all the marker I used, so maybe I overused my markers, I don't know. What I really love about this box is that all of the supplies go together. When I was originally swatching it, I kind of freaked myself out because I tried to draw with the markers on the wet, inking brush, and of course they all smudged because the ink was still wet. But, after the ink dries, then you have no problem drawing on top of it. The only thing is, for the larger picture, the completed picture, whatever, I was impatient, and so I colored the shirt black, and then I immediately went to draw on it, and so I smudged black ink everywhere. And, you can tell in the finished product, there's just ink everywhere. It's a little disappointing. I'll survive. I know I will. I really love this girl. She's kind of sleeping in summer bushes. Her hair is silver and Personally, I think it's kind of gorgeous.
But see, I'm like not sure though, because I think the thumbnail was better. Like, it's cuter and more aesthetic, and the coloring job is better, and I like the silhouette better. But really, you know, both are good. The only thing about drawing thumbnails and like completing them is that they're their own piece of art, and then you try to recreate it, and of course you're not going to get the second thing exactly the same the second time. It's not perfect, I'm not completely happy, but at the same time I'm really proud of it because I don't often finish my artwork or ink it or color it, and I'm hoping that this is the start of more beautiful art.